And welcome back to Two Wheels. We are talking the big controversy coming out of the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's not the winners, it's nothing to do with any of the riders on the track, it's the big sinkhole. Yeah, you can't ignore that, that very much is the elephant in the room. Dare I put it, had they not fixed the sinkhole, maybe an elephant could have fit in. But it's the sinkhole and the track, and Marquez is blaming it for his loss of position. So as you can see here, this is a sinkhole. We spoke about it for these when we mentioned the sprint race yesterday, but it's becoming an even bigger thing with even fans getting involved now, and we're going to be sharing that with you. But as you can see, Marc Marquez, he ruled turns 11 and 12. This was due to the track. I mean, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. The track falling apart due to crumbling asphalt, causing his mistake and what was a missed chance of the podium. I mean, he said himself, the asphalt was coming loose in general. The conditions allowed us to continue, but if you went over that spot, which was right on right on the racing line, or in the racing line, it became very easy to lose grip. When I hit it, I lost the front end. To be fair, I know people are going, well, he's just been using that as an excuse. When you actually look at the coverage, yes, it did appear he made a mistake. Nicky Kovacs has tweeted, and this is interesting here. It's hard to see, but the track was moving. Well, it was falling apart. Nicky posted, this is between T11 and T12, where Marquez, and this is the interesting thing, made the mistake because of the track condition, and ultimately he lost that podium. And this is why MSCG X-Dorna decided to shorten the race just 6 minutes before the warm-up lap. It was all so sudden, and I think when you can see it, it's there. It's hard to see. You might be able to see it better in some of the replays. That is definitely where the track appears to be, well, let's be fair, breaking apart. And this is the other crazy thing. It continues. Multiple riders were hit by stones that came loose when the asphalt was coming loose in the final part of the track. It started apparently disintegrating underneath them during the Brazilian Grand Prix. And this is the thing. There's a lot of energy in motorcycles. They go very fast. They got two wheels. But when you compare to the weight to some of the other cars that I imagine race on the Brazil circuit, it's insane. Yes, it was hard, but why is it coming apart? Is it because, I mean, you had MotoGP, then Moto 3 and Moto 2. Were there too many? We have other racing disciplines on that track. I mean, just look at it. Riders hit by stones. It's like they're giving them little love bites. Let's be honest. I love Brazil, and hopefully we do go back there. Surely we're going to come back there next year. I mean, it was such a good race. It is a good track, as in the configuration. But this is just not good for MotoGP. Even the race, Toprak found some of the asphalt in his boot after the race. I mean, look at that. Look at the size of them. They're not going to be that big. I'd like to think they are a bit smaller. But part of me wonders if this here is that. I mean, let's make it bigger. Is that also the asphalt coming apart? I mean, it's not really a good look, is it? This is the story. This is one of the stories. Here, as you can see, MotoGP fans slam disgraceful track surface conditions that ruined Marc Marquez's podium. Let's zoom in on that. So with the recently concluded Brazilian Grand Prix, it says, marking the return of MotoGP. Well, after 22 years, it wasn't a disaster, but it wasn't great. The first conundrum that officials ran into on Saturday, this was sprint day, a sinkhole appeared to open up on the main circuit, and the sprint race was delayed. A lot of other on-track action in the end as well by 75 minutes. The track surface, though, continued, it says, to throw curveballs for the competitors in the form of loose asphalt. Images that circulated online portrayed a disintegrating circuit, which brought down the wrath of MotoGP fans on the organisers. Marquez wasn't happy with the way things were unfolded, blaming that on missing his podium. And after the image of the loose tarmac at the Autodromo Internazionale Ayrton Senna, the full name of the track, was posted to social media, and by the official account of journalist Simon Patterson, MotoGP fans shared their fury. Yes, on the interwebs. One fan shared their frustrations with the first race weekend on Brazilian soil in 2004 being marred by issues with tarmac, writing, after more than 20 years since the last GP lap in Brazil, is this the best the organisers can do? And I think, yeah, we have to ask questions, don't we? Absolutely. Embarrassing. How is this even allowed, said somebody. And other fans raised concerns. One Reddit user stated, and we're going to be having a look on Reddit in a bit, this cannot be tolerated. Absolutely unacceptable. While another called it Absolutely disgraceful. I love that MotoGP is back in Brazil, that someone said, but this weekend was a collection of bad decisions all around. And then Marquez himself decided not to push too hard after having a close call on the tarmac, which we've just spoken about. And he said, after that mistake, I decided not to push too hard. I knew Juan Antonio, names, was behind me and would attack me, so it's better to collect the points than risk a crash. I just thought this was brilliant. Michelin paid, or when the track gives up before the tyres do. I mean, that's just one example, but the Reddit people are out, this thing no longer works. Okay, what the F happened to the track inspections by the FIA and FIF? It does raise some safety concerns. It's not the FIM's fault. Who would have expected track temps to reach 60 degrees in Brazil during the summer? Is he being sarcastic? This isn't the first track to ever reach these temps. This isn't new. This isn't new environment. Yeah, it's not new. Exactly. Dorna and Liberty need to stop rushing progress and also need to financially help these circuits. Yes, good point there. It absolutely has happened before. Laguna Seca had to be totally resurfaced. It was horrendous. Patches everywhere. Someone said, I am remembering the 2023 Vegas Grand Prix signs got hit by a drain cover that was flung up when the car passed it. Yeah. So people quite angry. This is funny, sad, but funny. Rare Michelin win. No F's given. Savages. For a moment, I thought this was our motor dank. Yeah. When the track gives up before the tyres do. I think that pretty much absolutely says it all. Don't you think? If you made it to the end, we're not worthy. Thank you very much. Comment below, let us know what you think about the track. But until then, consider giving us a subscribe. We're a new channel. We do MotoGP. I don't want to say daily yet, but nearly daily races. We're going to have our preview, I imagine, Tuesday or Wednesday in relation to going to Cota, the Circuit de la Marquez. I guess the proof of the pudding is going to be in the eating for that one. But until then, we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.